yo, babes, I saw you sitting on your own in the smoking area and that, and you know, you look kind of nice and that. I just wanted to know, can man grab your number or something like that? Thank you, that's actually really sweet, but no, I actually have a boyfriend, so sorry, not today. What, your man don't let you have friends or something like that? Like, I'm just trying to be your friend and I'm just trying to get to know you. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, what? Can man grab your Instagram or something? Maybe Snapchat or something like that? Yo, come on, bro. No, sorry, as I said, that's really quite inappropriate just because I already have a man. But thank you. Hey, to be honest, you're ugly anyway, you know. Like, as I said, I'm not even trying to move to you. Like, I'm just trying to get to know you as a friend and that. But like, the thing is, you're ugly anyway. Like, and the thing is, even if I was trying to move to you, you're bringing it on yourself. Like, why are you dressed like that? The thing is, furthermore, if you have a man, why are you even at the bar like this? You should be at home doing the dishes and them thing there. Like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on? Like I said, I'm not even moving to you, that bro. Like, come on, what's going on? Like, early in the morning. Welcome back to the channel, guys. You already know who it is. It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with a very interesting video today. I'm back with a video for the ladies, one to give the ladies in the audience a bit more of a male perspective or a bit more of a male understanding coming from a man about these things. I had to throw it back with a little skit introduction at the start of this video because I thought I ain't really done a little introduction video for a minute, so I thought let me throw a little comedic sketch in at the start there. Anyway, as you can see from the title, we're looking at my interpretation of why men cannot take rejection. Now, disclaimer, as I always have to do disclaimers in these videos because the world is too sensitive. Everyone always wants to comment on what you didn't say rather than what you did say. But anyway, disclaimer. I am not talking about all men, okay? For one, first disclaimer, I'm not talking about all men. For example, I firmly do not fit in this category of men that can take rejection, that can't take rejection. I can take rejection as easy as wiping my bum hole, yeah? You feel me? It's light work. Disclaimer number 2. I don't want to hear about women, so you know, some women can't take rejection as well. Bro, I don't care. This video is about men taking rejection. I know women can't, some women can't take rejection. I know that. Yeah, trust me, more than most, I know that. Okay, I know that. But this video is not about that. This video is how some men, and a lot of men, actually, I'm gonna say the majority of men, a lot of men cannot take rejection. Disclaimer's over, okay? I don't wanna hear no more crying and bitching and moaning. Okay, cool. So, before I get into the video, gang them, please support your boy Cam, support the channel by smashing the thumbs up for me, subscribing if you're new, and hitting the bell to be notified for when I drop a video, okay? Let's get straight into this. First things first, yeah, I did a story on my Instagram today where I was letting people know that I was gonna do a video like this, and I wanted to see if any women would pop up and share some messages, share some experiences, share some perspective. So the first thing I'm gonna do, yeah, is I'm just gonna look at how wild men can be and how butthurt men can be at rejection, yeah? I'm just gonna read a couple examples. So someone said to me, I heard a story that a girl got bottled at Carney for refusing to give her number out. Bottled? What? I mean, that's an extreme example, but come on. I hope she's all right. But anyway, but that's not funny, but you know what I'm trying to say? What kind of behavior is this? Anyway, for refusing to give her number out. Anyway, on to the next, yeah? I remember giving my number out. To be honest, I was under duress. He was 6'4" and literally towering over me. But then I'd never answer his calls, so he sent me a horrible message. My friend gave her number out to a man who was just towering over her. Big presence, yeah? She doesn't reply to his messages and she gets a horrible message. How do we get there? How do we get from that, like the introduction to giving a number out, to the horrible message? How do we get there? I asked what the horrible message was and she was like, it was along the lines of, if you see a missed call from someone, you call them back. If you didn't want to give your number out, you should have said. Something about don't bother expecting anything from him, maybe I think I'm too nice, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, what's that about? A girl gives you their number and what, they don't reply to you? And you send them a horrible message. Are you dumb? Are you sure? What's wrong with you? Seriously, get the memo? To be honest, you should be smart enough to clock her body language at the time. If you're emotionally intelligent, you'd be able to read that she probably doesn't really want to give you the number. You know what I'm trying to say? She gave you the number because you were clearly a bit more of quite an aggressive presence. You got aired and now you're being horrible. Pattern up, bro. From this girl's perspective, this girl said, men are getting better at being rejected when moving to your own road. More respectful and polite, not gonna lie, but not good at taking rejection when it comes to sex. Just pressure you into it. Now this is scary. This is what I'm talking about. What I'm gonna talk about in a minute about why, when it transfers and translates into like the sex and romance, this is where it starts getting dangerous, ladies. You know what I'm trying to say? So I asked for some examples, like what do you mean? Like how can men, what does that mean basically? So like you'll say no, you don't want to do anything, and they'll be like, okay. and then they'll proceed to start kissing you. Like they've accepted what you said, then more time they'll try and arouse you, and if you say no to that, just stop and slowly try and do it again until you just give in. What is wrong with you, bro? The thing is, even when I was young and like immature and like ignorant, I was never like that. If a girl says no, she doesn't want to have sex with you, you do not have sex. If you kiss her neck and she says no, you stop. If she doesn't want to give her number out, you say fine, I'm sorry for bothering you. Yeah, try your luck elsewhere, bro. There's a few more examples, but you get what I'm trying to say, innit? Men will approach you and will not take kindly. Again, I say men, not all men, but I'm using men as an example. Men, they will approach you or try to do this with you or try and do that with you. If they suffer and taste rejection, you're gonna see a very different side to that man. Now, let's get into my reasoning of why, yeah? My understanding of why men take rejection badly, all you gotta do is look at history, yeah? It comes down to entitlement. That word, entitlement. What have I told everyone who watches my videos about history, beside it being the most important subject of all time, is that everything that's happened before us created where we are today, yeah? We were not born in a vacuum. I was not born in 1995, plopped into the earth and the world was the way it was it just happened. The world is the way it is. Do you understand? No, everything that's happened before us, where we've come from, directly impacts where we are today. Prime example, slavery, Jim Crow, all the hardships that black people had to suffer in history, they're all relevant today. They all contribute and help lay the foundations for the society that we live in today, okay? Women. What's been a female role in history? Where have women been in the rankings of the social rankings? We all know, if we're looking at the social rankings, yeah, we all know the white male sits at the top. It's a white man's world. That's why do you think people say that? It's a white man's world, okay? So, traditionally speaking, men will dominate the household, will dominate the workforce, will dominate society, right? You then have women, okay? Women who are a bit underneath men. Obviously, I don't believe this, but if we're looking at the social kind of hierarchy, the structures, women have always been just underneath men, okay? So, what was a woman's job? Raise the family, cook for the man, clean for the man, yeah? Be readily available for sex for the man. This is what convention was like. This is what England was like. But let's forget England. This is what the world was like. The women only got the vote, 100 years ago? Not even 100 years ago? Women were still getting the vote 40, 50, 60 years ago across the world, you know? That's our parents' generation. Our parents would have been living and breathing while some women across the world didn't get the vote. That is imperative, yeah, to how women are viewed and how men are viewed. Now, how does that translate into women and men relationships? Men have always been raised in society to think that they're owed something, that men are the man of the household. There's certain expectations of a man, the same way there's certain expectations of a woman. But the expectations are very different. Men's expectations are that we can get what we want type thing. Men are conditioned from young to expect the best and be the head of the household. You know, we're still drip fed that idea that we are the head of the household and we are entitled to the luxuries of a man, you know, back in the day type thing. It's not like that. Women are a lot more empowered these days. And when it comes to male and female dynamics, when it comes to romance, there's always this idea that it's men who pursue women, yeah? This idea of the chase. Now, I mentioned the chase in my group video that I did with the guys last week about should women move to men? We really should be normalizing women moving to men, because this idea in society that men should always move to women is cloaked in misogyny, in my opinion. There's elements of misogyny in that women have to be seen as desirable. You know, women have to be seen as desirable and wanted, and men have to chase the woman. For example, if you're beautiful, you're almost expected to be chased. You're expected for them to pursue you. But this is where the problem is. The problem is this. What does pursue actually mean? Because in society, pursue, yeah, is often a man trying it and trying it and trying it and trying it, even when a woman says no, until she says yes. Whether that's bombarding her in the street to give you her number, like the previous example mentioned, kissing her neck, trying to get her aroused in order to have sex with her, pursuing her that way. This is what I'm saying, this is why it's a bit dangerous. Traditionally speaking, women have always been subservient, okay? Now, all this convention, it has been filtered into our brains today. As I said, we weren't born in a vacuum. Everything that's come before us impacts us today. So that mentality that wasn't even 100 years old, naturally everything surrounding it, whether it's policies, this, that and the other, media, everything has drip fed into the mentality of men today. It comes down to entitlement. Men, a lot of men, without even realizing it, still believe they deserve you. They're entitled to you. I'm one of these men, I've come up to you in a club and what? You're rejecting me. What, I've asked you your number and you're rejecting me, a man. You're rejecting me. You're lucky that I'm approaching you, darling. You're lucky that I'm giving you my time. You know what? You don't even deserve my time. Actually, you know what? I don't even know why I approached you. You're kind of ugly, though. You're kind of ugly. Actually, I don't even know why I approached you. You're lucky. Like, what are you even doing here? Actually, and then we start victim blaming. Oh, you know what? If you don't want to get moved to, why are you wearing that dress? If you don't want to get moved to, why are you dancing with your friend on that table? If you didn't want to have sex with me, why did you say yes to coming back? Do you know what someone said? The same girl that said to me in one of that message. Someone said to her, yeah, like in the bedroom, you turned me on. You turned me on. How can you turn me on and not be prepared to have sex with me? It's your fault. You're turning me on. And what can I do? You've turned me on. Brother, control yourself. Control yourself. Seriously. This is what men are on. And it's on my belief here that it comes down to gender norms and expectations. That's my opinion in it. That's my opinion. You can disagree, you can agree, you can do whatever that you want to do. But I believe, yeah, the same way unconscious racist and unconscious bias is from all the racism in society and history up until now, is the same way that women have had to deal with what they've had to deal with due to how they were dealt with and what they were dealing with in society. Okay, so when men are confronted, yeah, with a woman who's empowered and who knows her worth and just says no, then it doesn't fit right with them because wait, you're a woman, you're below me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now we get to the excuses. Ladies in the audience, how many times have you had to say that you've had a man when you're single? How many times have you had to say this, that and the other, and then mandem's coming out with what? You're not allowed friends. You're not allowed friends. Yeah, you shouldn't even, fam, you shouldn't even have to lie. You should not even have to lie. You should just, you should, in today's society, you should just be able to say, excuse me, it's a lovely gesture. I feel you, thank you, I'm flattered, but I'm just not really interested. I'm not really, you know, that's it. That you should be able to say that. You shouldn't have to justify it with, oh, I'm not really interested right now, but this and this, and oh, I can take your number now, but shh, everything. You don't have to say that. You shouldn't have to say that. You should just be able to say, thank you, I'm not interested. That's it. That's it. The last time I ever approached someone, see, that's what I'm saying. The reason why I don't get rejected is because it doesn't happen enough, and I don't move to people enough. I just don't move to people. But anyway, the last time this happened, yeah, was in 2019. So the last time I actually moved to someone out was over 6 months ago, 7 months ago, yeah. And then we're going up to this girl in a bar, and I think I must have said, oh, what did I say? I was waved in it. I can't remember what I said, but she was like, oh, you're really lovely, but I'm actually seeing someone right now. And I went, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, you know, have a fantastic night and I wish you all the best. Boom, on to the next, bro. Seriously, if someone's not interested in you or someone's seeing someone, whatever, or actually no, forget that. If someone's not interested in me or they don't find me attractive, whatever, I don't care. I literally do not care. Like, fine, you do not find me attractive. Hopefully, many other people will. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's not that deep. It's not that deep. So men need to start swallowing your pride in that and actually start showing respect to women and women respect that women deserve in it. So that's all I've got to say on the matter. Women, you ain't ugly. If a man says you're ugly because they tried to move to you and they failed, they're just insecure, man. We call that small dicks syndrome. Oh no, wait, what's the opposite? Because obviously man's got big dick energy. Oh yeah, so small dick energy. Anyway, I hope you like the video. Please like the video, please subscribe if you're new, and yeah, man. Over 1,000 subscribers, we done made it. On to the next road to 5,000, come on, peace.